Hey, it's time for another episode of Crit Squad on the Shortwave Radio Podcast Network. Last time on Crit Squad, this happened.
You have the package.
I have a package. The others are on fire and surrounded by police.
You bring us the shipment, we will burn your sins. That was the deal.
I think my chest skin is stuck to your melted back skin, John.
Hey, you know what?
He's missing an arm and
That's
a leg.
enough fucking questions. Why don't you just drive?
Who the fuck pays you to ask questions? Milligram, carry me out.
So you guys are on Darla Hellscream's private jet, along with the rest of her band. It looks like you'd expect a rock star private jet to look like. Complete catastrophe, open lines of Nova Coke out on the dresser, beanbag chairs, there's a stripper pole, no strippers yet, the nicest champagne and whiskey and tequila that you can find. Real stuff too, not the soy-flavored junk. You're about 35,000 feet in the air flying to London.
I have a question regarding John Galt's condition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how serious is this? I know he's missing, it's your left arm, left leg?
Yes.
We haven't been to a hospital yet. Like, what do we have to...
You did pretty good first aid to keep him from bleeding out.
Okay.
However, you're not good enough at first aid to know for sure if he's going to have his wounds infected yet. You have him wrapped up, so he's not openly bleeding everywhere. And they're tourniqueted, but if he doesn't get real treatment soon, he may need to have the rest of him amputated. Right now, the leg's gone from just above the knee down, and then mid-bicep down.
Okay. So a couple hours in this flight, he might get a little cheesy.
That's a little bit.
John Galt is drinking the tequila taking some deep swigs.
Can I ask an important question?
Yeah.
How did you get it?
I feel like Milligram put me down at some point.
Before that happened, though, Millie sat in a seat and straight up sat on you. Yeah.
There is a pimp cane lying around on the floor.
Yeah, with my one good hand, I pick up the pimp cane and I just start beating Milligram with it.
Like Yoda?
Like from my, just whipping backwards.
Yeah, he looses you and sets you free. And you immediately fall face flat on the floor.
Great.
You just drop him.
Cool. There's I assume loose everything, but everything's pretty much everywhere.
Yes. You're very at home.
Yes, this is John Galt's. This is where he lives. So he crawls across the floor with his one good arm, sort of worming his way to a bottle of tequila and curls up on the floor.
You can walk with the cane.
Oh, with the cane I can walk? Yeah. All right, cool. I'll do that.
Hopping
Forgot about that.
with a steadying.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I limp my way over, grab a bottle of tequila, and just plop down on one of the beanbag chairs.
All right, baby, and that's how we almost declared war on Germany. Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel so much better. Oh.
You don't look it.
I gotta feel wires cross and listen to all my hair.
I can see them. The wires are exposed.
Nice.
Your back.
Give it a tug. Do it.
Little flick.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get
I
out?
know what I just learned or forgot just now.
Baldy's gonna reach across and take another bottle of tequila and just take a swig. This is too much.
Miss Hellscream, is that okay? Can I call you that?
You can just call me Darla.
Okay. Well, you don't have a band medic or anything? Because we got a potato and a cheese grater here, and I'm a little worried for multiple complicated reasons.
Well, our drummer used to be an EMT.
All right.
Hey, Oswalt! Ozzy! See this drummer come out? He's a orc. He's got long dreadlocks.
What?
Hey, take a look at this guy.
What the fuck happened? This wasn't on the flight.
No. It's
You're
no.
very perceptive.
Something exploded, and some of us were not inside it when that happened.
All right.
It's a rather long story, actually.
No, it totally happened on the flight. No, you took off and you dragged the poor bastard. Look at him. This is on your insurance, right?
Do you want me to take a look? Like, do you have the arms I could reattach, maybe? I don't know, I'm kind of drunk.
No.
That's a very kind thing to suggest. Ozzy, was it?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, John Galt. I don't need you to reattack. If you could just, like, clean the wounds or something.
Oh, sure.
We're looking to keep a stump.
Yeah, I just don't.
All right,
I need to be fine until...
Yeah, I think I got this. Here, let me take a look.
He starts unwrapping your bandages. And you see, do you look?
No, John Galt is actually going to drop into the Matrix real quick while all this is happening.
Oh, right over with the magic marker. I put a little dotted black line that says "Owie's here" with an arrow on it.
You're dropped into the Matrix doing whatever. When you feel a sharp stinging on your left arm and your left leg, you guys see him take a look at it, pops open that bottle of tequila, just pours it over.
Oh, yes. Well, shit, I could have done that.
I take another swig of my tequila and, like, mixture of blood loss and tequila. Baldy, like, looks this other orc up and down and is like, yeah.
He's a drummer.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
He tears up some bed sheets and makes some new bandages out of that.
I was running around the leg stump saying, "Bad decisions here." And this all goes with his throat tattoo and monocle that we did the last time.
You are covered in Sharpie.
It's got the same frilly script.
Delightful.
So Darla looks at Sasha. Does the big guy need clothes?
I mean, if you got a robe or something, or, okay, shot in the dark, a suit?
Got some of Gable's old stuff.
It'll be tight, but okay. Hey, Millie, guess what? I got you a suit of some kind.
Darla comes out with like a schoolboy's outfit, like Angus Young style.
Okay.
I do not want to know what you have that for.
Baldy, I think you know what they have that for.
I just don't want to think about it, okay? Another swig of tequila.
I was bad. I have to stay after school.
Oh, God.
God.
Well, Millie, put it on, please.
Can you describe this outfit a little more?
Yeah, so it's like short corduroy shorts with a blazer, a little tie, kind of like Harry Potter without the robe.
Okay, so Millie takes it from him, and like the picture mostly is just think thigh, all thigh, lots
thigh.
of hairy thigh coming out of this thing.
I see.
Like they fit you like bicycle shorts.
Yep, exactly. It's perfect. And there's a substantial amount of banana hammocks left over because these shorts are so small. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Marginal improvement is still improvement. You have scotch, right?
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay.
Hey, pass me one. I think I'm dying.
I just chuck something over.
Oh, ow. Everything I do with my hands hurts because they don't have much skin on them. Okay, hold on a sec. And I start scooping up a whole bunch of the drugs into just like a big, like kind of sweat-filled packet. And then I just kind of dump it on John Galt's chest, and I write on his t-shirt, "My debt is repaid."
John Galt is too OCD for that. He's going to be like, need several baggies. He's still unconscious. He's in the Matrix. Whilst I'm in the Matrix, I'm going to reach out to the followers of Truth by Galt. As part of my online fame, I get to basically just ask favors from them. So as a part of that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a series of flash mobs in different countries around the world and tell them all that I will be there. If they show up wearing a John Galt costume, I will be at one of them. So stay tuned to see which one.
Which one of these 10 cities around the world you're actually going to be
Which
at.
one I'm going to go to just to try to throw Shiwase off of our coattails. So
Finally,
and London will...
someone doing some real work around here.
London's not on the list. Havana will be on the list, though.
All right.
Cool. And then I wake back up, and there's a pile of drugs on my chest.
You got some fresh bandages made out of torn bed sheets.
Lovely. That's great. That's all just great. I'm going to just take a scoop of drugs and just rub it on my gums with my good hand. That was fun. So, what did we learn, everyone? Did we have any lessons that anyone cares to discuss?
Millie holds your only hand.
Oh, all right. No, please put that down.
He drops your hand.
What did we learn? What did we learn, everyone? What were the things? What, Ben? What did you learn? What was it? Was it something important?
I mean, dying isn't half as much fun by fire as I thought it might be.
Good.
And that's about it.
That's important. That's a good lesson.
Oh, let the robot drive. Let the robot drive.
Let the robot drive. Good lesson. Anyone else? Anything? Anything? Anyone?
I don't really appreciate your tone right now.
Usually convalescents are easier to deal with than you.
Yeah, you're
Well,
pretty sassy for a nugget, but then again, it says so right there.
Usually Shadowrunners or people who are in this profession don't lose their cool under pressure like some people.
Raise your hand if you were a shadow runner until 6 weeks ago.
Millie raises his hand.
Millie, you... Okay.
I high five Millie.
Sasha, could we talk for a moment?
Yeah, do you want me to roll you over into the corner, or,
Ha, you're very funny. I can hobble.
All right. I like, help you up as best I can.
So, what happened back there was unacceptable.
It was, you could call it a shit show.
Yes, the events that happened were unfortunate, to say the least.
Indeed.
But your reaction to them is the thing that I'm referring to, because...
Oh, because you're in charge.
No, but here's the thing. You're probably the only person in this room full of idiots that I can trust. I can trust Baldy because she's, frankly, a miracle.
A big, scary puppy.
Yes, but also, in terms of people who understand and know what they can do, you're the other person, and if you lose your
Listen, let me ask you, who pulled you out of the exploded truck? Was it anyone else except me? No, it was me. And if I pull what looks like a bloody potato out of a fucking truck cab, I reserve the right to lose my shit a little bit.
You keep going.
I did, sort of, for the most part.
No, you gotta keep your fucking head on your shoulders, because if you don't fucking do this, we're all gonna die.
I mean...
We can't die. Otherwise, all of this isn't fucking worth it. I swear to God. Oh, God. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Hey, can we get some drugs, just like all of them, in here, please?
On his t-shirt.
I lift Galt's t-shirt up into his face. Is this... I don't know if this is helping. Is this helping?
Also, this is a very small plane.
Oh, God.
What? How do you feel better or worse or both?
We've got to do better, man. We've got to do better.
Start with not handling explosives for a while.
And John Galt loses consciousness.
Oh.
Team meeting? Team meeting, anyone?
We're not going anywhere.
I know. Okay,
What?
well, I mean, it took 10 steps that way. We heard everything. But I'm kind of with John here, okay? This is the closest I've ever been to, like, really, truly buying it flying Cobbett bits. And I'm not really... I mean, it's okay, but it's kind of rough, okay? So, step one, we gotta find whoever put this fucking price on our head and put him 6 deep. Okay, I don't like getting fried, all right? Not unless I asked for it. And I didn't fucking ask for it.
Well,
So who did it?
I mean, like in a philosophical, moral sense, maybe?
I flicked my cigarette at you.
Ow, okay.
Millie picks up the cigarette and starts smoking it.
I thought you didn't smoke. Why'd you waste all my cigarettes in the fucking...
Millie blows smoke in Gable's face.
John Galt regains consciousness.
But seriously, if it's Shiwase because, you know, we kind of fucked him and fled.
It's gotta-
Or,
it's
well,
gotta
it could
be.
also be Seda Krupp because we fucked him and we're going after one of their subsidiaries. I don't think they care about that as much. I'm betting it's Shiwase. God, I want to see Commander burn.
It's fucking Commander. That's the... It has to be, right? Like, Olga, we're like as close to friends as possible, right? Not as it's possible to be friends with someone, but as it's possible to be friends with her.
Oh, Olga Sad. I bet she gives 2 rats shits about this AG Cammy.
She got us-
Oh, God, my
Oh.
skill wires. Okay, I've got a little problem. Okay.
Well, we'll
Basically,
get Galt right on that as soon as he has fingers again.
That's very funny.
So Millie picks up John, like, kind of like teddy bear style. So like you're like sitting like in front of Millie.
Yeah.
He sits down on one of the benches while we're all talking, takes a drag of the cigarette, and then puts it in front of John's face like he could smoke it. But,
Thank you.
But he's doing the arm for you. Like,
Thank you. I just take it with my good hand.
Oh, okay. All right.
But thank you. Thank you, Milligram. I
And then
appreciate it.
Millie says, "What happens in London?"
That's an excellent goddamn question.
No, I got a right answer for you. We're going to a fucking doctor, okay?
Well, I wouldn't call him a doctor necessarily.
That's
but,
fine. I've been to veterinarians before.
Oh,
Would you call him Doc Dish?
that joke. What?
I'm coping.
You're so lucky that you're just out of my arm's reach, because I would burn you with a cigarette right now for that. No, we're going to see a man who performed the first surgeries on me. So,
I'm unclear as to whether or not that is a good thing.
So am I. He's very good at what he does, but if you can't pay the price, then
we have 2,000 new yen. That is what we have.
Cool. That's not...
You know what? Fine. We'll figure it out when we get there.
He's a bargain surgeon.
All right. I'm going to call to get us a ride from the airport, but it's going to be interesting. He's either going to ask a favor from us, or he's going to give us upgrades. It's all very, frankly, artistic from a outside kind of angle, but
So this is surgery roulette we're talking about here?
it's definitely surgery roulette.
Good God, that's so cool!
I really don't like
That's
this.
the right attitude to take. So I have to text someone real quick. And I text Sasha to pick me up from Heathrow.
All right.
So all of you know, you're going to be meeting my my ex-wife.
What?
Oh,
Wait, someone
I mean, it's not
married?
that-
What?
It's not hard to believe you're divorced, John.
You
stream everything you do.
Oh.
I mean, that's a newer habit, realistically, but there are a lot of sex tapes. There are a lot of sex tapes.
Darla, give me your phone. Darla, give me your
Really
phone.
Here and now, when we can't leave, when we're stuck here
Darla,
with you.
let's take this phone and go to the swing.
Well,
There's one with the senator's wife. That's the one. That's definitely my peak performance.
I'm just gonna pull them all up and put them on the panels on the wall and have them on constant loop as we. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
John Galt is unafraid of people. He
Careful,
releases
baby.
all
I've
this
only got
information
40%
freely.
of my skin.
Darla pulls the shears close to the section of the plane.
Baldy starts chugging that tequila. Because I don't want to be conscious for any of this.
An act of love, and you know what? I'm glad that in some small way I can be a part of it.
Ozzy comes at it about this point.
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes from landing, according to the pilot.
Can we go faster, please?
Acid rain pours down as you step onto the tarmac at Heathrow. The iconic London smog obscures much of the city, neon lights twinkling beyond it like stars. An airport official hands you gas masks. We hit a spot of rough weather this week. You should probably wear these.
Home sweet home.
I hate my life.
I'm living in an ocean of agony.
And Sasha puts the gas mask on.
Putting the mask on hurts. Not putting the mask on is much worse. The acid rain is slipping through the shards of what was once my trench coat.
I'm just very glad to be not on that plane anymore, so this is fine.
You guys are breezed past customs with Darla, and you step out amongst thousands of other travelers, all covered in gas masks and protective rain gear. Darla shoves a cred stick into Gable's waistband. 500 pounds.
Yo, thanks for the save, babe.
Just smacks your ass and leaves.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Baldy,
Yes,
I'm glad that's over.
me too.
Look, just because some of you can't appreciate true love in this world doesn't mean that you need to shame someone for experiencing
Says
it.
the divorced pornographer.
She walked away into the sunset like a boss. See the
That
way
was
she
pretty cool.
slapped my ass?
You're a piece of property to her.
Saoirse pulls up. She's got a limousine for you.
Oh,
The driver gets out and opens up the door.
thank you.
Millie, can you help Potato Face in?
I can manage just fine. Actually, if you could give me a little help, that would be great.
Millie picks up Potato Face and brings him in the limousine.
Thank you. You're all terrible.
Millie holds out his hand to Gable, suggesting he wants the Sharpie.
I immediately surrender one of them. I don't care which color.
He writes Potato Face on John's forehead.
It's misspelled.
Definitely.
Dude, John, you got to get all this like legit inked. All of them, okay? You're gonna
No.
get so much street cred. So much
No.
street cred.
No.
Potat Face. There you go.
Street million.
All of this is terrible. All right, driver, please take us to, and then I give him the address to the cemetery.
Saoirse rolls down the divider window. She's sitting shotgun. Who's been writing on your face?
I point at Gable.
Lots of horrible
Gable-
people.
Gable
This room full of terrible, terrible people has been writing on my face.
Millie points at himself.
What happened to your arm and your leg?
Actually, that's clearly outlined in the writing.
Where have you been for the last year? You've got a lot to explain.
There's quite a bit to explain, my love. I will.
Do you
how
need me
about-
to cast a healing spell?
Actually, that wouldn't be so bad. I look to Gable and I'm like thinking about throwing a healing spell in your direction. I'm like, actually, yeah, healing spell on me would be quite nice.
So she's gonna conjure up something real quick for you. You heal 5 boxes.
So
Yo, Magic-y McSorceress.
please don't talk to Saoirse that way. All of you, this is Saoirse Mulaney. She is my lawyer and colleague and ex-wife.
Uh-huh. In that order?
Yes, in that order.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought I was being jovially rude at John. I don't want to be that way. Hi. Hi.
How do you know, John?
It's a great story, love. We should probably be driving before we. I use the bug scanner real quick to just. Like, I pull it out and just check real quick to see that nothing is being bugged.
We keep him alive and keep the bad people who want to hurt him dead.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, great
We
job
don't
you're doing.
actually do that.
He's alive, isn't he?
He's not dead.
Saoirse, you're. Man, you've always been very funny. Good times. We need to get to the cemetery.
That's very ominous.
Yes, we are en route.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's like a metaphor for life, you know? Like always on the way to the cemetery.
It's quite the
Yeah.
poet, that one.
Yeah,
I'm coping.
He's an awful lot. Let's just say that. This is a Sasha Stone. Remember when I wrote that story a couple years ago about the Kaburakurus in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah, he's one of. This is what they look like. I didn't attach photos because.
Hi. And Sasha waves.
That's kind of a fucked up racist introduction.
Well,
Hey, this guy's Indian. Hey, this guy's a troll.
I'm helping to give a context to you people.
Stereotypes are shortcuts to understanding.
Yeah, thank you for understanding that, Sasha.
I think that's a little oversimplified.
I feel like I might puke.
It's extremely oversimplified, and I do apologize. So this is Baldy. We don't really know too much about her because she doesn't know too much about her.
Hi.
She's extremely compelling as a person.
Oh, thanks.
but
That's
as you
nice.
can see, she is bald.
I am yes. Thank you
And also
for pointing
tattooed.
it out. Yes, and they glow when I throw things. I think that happened. Yes.
Oh, so you're an adept.
I
Oh.
guess.
Yeah, no, that's how that would be.
I don't know. You have a lovely
Saoirse-
memo.
Yeah,
Thank
Saoirse's
you.
eyes go white for just a second. She comes back. Yeah, she's active.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, all of you. Saoirse is also, she's a Wiccan. She's a healer.
I
Figure
gathered
should
with the
have
whole
mentioned-
white eyes, touchy healy thing.
Well, if you're going to be a dick about it.
I'm having trouble not.
introductions.
I'm very sorry.
This is Milligram. I don't think there's anything to understand about him.
I have new pants.
That's as much as I think can be expressed about Milligram articulately. So, how have you been, Sasha? Have things been?
Ben is just throwing his arms up like, what the fuck?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's Darla Hellscream's personal assistant. He kills people for funsies.
We work together.
This is like the Secret Service.
Oh,
Bunch of professionals you got.
I like to do it loud,
Sort
but,
of.
I mean,
It's like if the Secret Service were less secret than that, and also less of a service.
I'm being sarcastic, John.
God damn it!
Oh, it's very hard to.
It's been a while. It's been a while since.
he's had a hard day and he's coming down off some really hard stuff.
He had a T-shirt full of drugs earlier.
Just a t-shirt.
Sasha, I swear to God, I don't need you to judge me right now because I've had a really rough couple of days. And I do thank you for picking us up from the airport, but this is perhaps not the best time to be getting into my being a drug addict thing because it's frankly a little unfair. I'm sorry that I do a lot of drugs, and I'm sorry that I didn't talk to you for a year, and then before that, like 3 years. I was abducted by a mega corporation and locked in a corporate gulag. And these fine fellows and lady have helped me to escape.
And we're gonna get him back.
If you plan on having me as your legal counsel for anything that happens to be coming up here, I'd recommend you don't tell me your plans.
Oh.
That's good. We don't have any.
Well, we're at Brompton Cemetery.
All right. So we're gonna get out here. It's best that you don't follow.
Didn't plan on it.
Cool. I'll hit you up later. I've missed you.
Yeah, so you guys step out into the cemetery. It's as spooky as can be. Heavy fog or smog, you really don't know. Acid rain pouring down.
Pop open an umbrella.
Galt, you lead them to the gravestone of Dane Henry Smythe with its famous epitaph, "Lord, please welcome him with the same joy I sent him to you."
Classy as fuck.
You need a little help, but once you push that aside, you find the hidden staircase.
All right. Milligram, could you please actually, carry me down the staircase? I don't trust myself.
Hang on. We're going down a staircase in a cemetery right now.
You're acting like that's something that is out of character for this type of thing that we're doing.
This conversation is happening as Millie is carrying John down the staircase.
I swear to God, this is possibly the most normal thing that you're going to see in the next 45 minutes to 2 hours.
I mean, as long as there are no ghosts down there, I'm fine with it. And I start down the stairs hoping I don't have to squeeze too terribly much.
Listen, I'd be happy to see a ghost. I just went out of the acid rain. Okay, this is the most pain I've been in my life, which is kind of cool, but it also is kind of, the most pain I've ever been in.
Well, acid rain's not literally acid.
It is when 40%, a solid 60% of your skin is gone, and you have a strange pH fluids going into all of your wounds.
This is true. All right, so as you guys descend into the ground, the strong smell of formaldehyde fills your nostrils. The light here is dim until you reach a vault door at the end of the tunnel. The door is heavily dented from the inside.
Home sweet home.
I'm having a bad day.
We all are.
And Sasha's just running his hand up and down his leg nervously. He keeps checking for his guns.
Don't worry, buddy. There's no ghouls in there.
John Galt yells
Don't
out.
worry, little Sasha.
Honey, I'm home.
You're supposed to be dead.
I'm supposed to be a lot of things, if we're going to be perfectly honest, but I guess dead might be one of them. I'm dead on the inside. Does that count?
A little arm with a needle on the end reaches out. Just prick your thumb.
I prick my thumb, the thumb on my right hand.
All right. Arm
Your
goes
only
back
thumb.
in.
My only thumb.
For the record.
It's true.
The arm goes back in. Damn, John, I really thought you were dead. Hold on. You hear the heavy scraping as he turns the wheel for the door on the inside. The door opens up, and you see it's almost blinding how bright it is on the inside. Once your eyes adjust, you see tubes growing body parts and mechanical electronic bits strewn all about. This place is very clean.
It's so cool.
Artery, next to you on the other hand, looks like Willem Dafoe the Butcher just after gutting a pig. Oh my, what happened here?
Sasha turns around and starts to walk back.
Well, funny story. I do the same thing that I did with the Turk, where I just quick edit a bit of what has happened and I send it over to him.
Oh no, you guys don't look good at all. Oh no. Oh, come on in.
It's been extremely tragic. How have you been, Ottery? How's things?
It's been good. We had a little bit of an incident a couple weeks ago, but that kind of thing is expected to happen now and then, in the advancement of science. What blood type do you have?
He's got mine on file, so this is all for you people. I don't know if you have that information available.
I'm gonna turn around and grab Sasha. I know it sucks, but I think this is the only thing that we can do, so if we all have to go in there, you have to go in there too.
All for one there, Sasha.
To be fair, you're not really hurt, so maybe nothing will have to be done to you.
You're funny.
Sasha, don't be a bitch. You're the backup.
You shouldn't be a bitch right now. It's all fine. He's just a little skittish. We had to run in with some ghouls a while back.
We've had a lot
yes.
of things.
I may be a little forward. It looks like you're in the market for some new limbs.
Oh, does that seem like a thing that I'd be in the market for? You've always been so perceptive, my good friend.
Yes. Tell me, what kind of cash do you have? I could probably get a hold of something for you.
Well, we're a little strapped for cash right now. We've only got about 2,000 creds.
Well, for that price, I do have. And he goes through a drawer and he pulls out a plastic peg leg and a mannequin arm.
You've always been quite funny.
Please attach.
Sorry,
we will take.
I only have a right arm, so you'll be a little backwards.
Oh, god damn it.
I heard that you do fun experiments in exchange for free medical care.
I did explain the benefits package that you have. The extended care package.
Yes, perhaps. Unfortunately, right now, I'm out of materials. You see, I had the experiment that I was working on, I was trying to see how much wear you could put into a metahuman without completely destroying their essence, just really pushing that boundary as much as I could. Very valuable research. I've been working on a paper and everything. You know, when it's published, they'll have to give me back my medical license. You can be the best surgeon in Seattle, but one little extra modification and it's a whole thing. That's malpractice. You're not allowed to do that. What kind of monster are you? What did you do to my son? It'd be malpractice not to further human evolution given the opportunity.
Baldy just starts laughing quietly out of nervousness in the corner.
I'm safe.
That sounds like science to me.
That all
I'm
sounds
safe.
like extremely above board science.
Anyway, so this experiment's run off with all of my wear. It's almost 300,000 pounds worth. You're an investigative journalist. If you can manage to find this guy, bring him back, I can remove the parts, turn around, sell them on the black market, and pay for some wear for you guys. Bring him back alive, and I can continue my research, and even, do some research on the essence holes. What happens when you take all that out? Does the soul reconnect to the body? That sort of thing. The experiment itself was a rather large Scottish troll.
Oh. All right.
Are we in any kind of shape to do anything like that right now?
Were we ever?
Well,
Were we ever?
we
Probably
really
not.
weren't ever.
Listen, we're not shanghaiing anyone in this state.
I mean, John's a good friend. I can patch you guys up for now. But if you want any cybernetics or things, I need cash, or I need to get my wear back so I can turn that around and sell it into cash.
That's legit. That sounds like a thing that we will take under advisement. Would it be cool if you healed us up a little bit, just patched our wounds, made it so that we're considerably less
I
dead?
still have a number of medkits around here. Hang on. He starts pulling open drawers and grabbing things. Got various tools, got all of his gauze out and everything. And he'll take his time and patch you guys up until you're healed.
Oh, man, I'm so glad when they came out with those nanobot med kits. The old ones with the bandages. So inefficient.
Well, the nanobot ones, those make people crazy now.
What?
Yeah, they started downloading AIs into them, and AIs are taking over bodies. Or at least sometimes it's AIs, sometimes it's egos. There's a very slight difference between the two. And sometimes there's other things no one quite knows where it's coming from yet. Very fascinating stuff. That was my other experiment. They died.
They?
Look, the fewer questions that we all ask in this scenario, I think that the better we all are from a living standpoint.
Millie holds out John, and also he has the mannequin arm in his hand, and he's like kind of fitting it to his body and looking at him, like trying to decide if this is like a good or
I mean,
bad thing.
actually, Milligram has like not the worst idea. He's on the wrong limb, though. That leg might actually be helpful.
That's true.
You'd be walking instead of
Hobbling. That's true. Are we cool with that? With me getting a leg back?
I mean,
yeah.
it's
How
your
much is that
leg.
going to cost for the
20 pounds.
plastic stick? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Just a hunk of plastic. It's either that or have Millie wear him like a bandolier.
Look, I will not be C-3PO in Empire Strikes Back. I swear to God.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll. Gall, I got this one for you, and I give Artery like my cred stick to take 20 off of, and I watch every move he makes with it.
You see him sticking into his comm link, hit a few things in AR, take it back out, hand it to you.
I check how much is left.
He only took 20.
Oh, stand-up guy. All right.
So what's in the luxury package? If like plastic is one end of the spectrum, having new skin is another. Like if we bring back the goods.
Oh, sure. Well, if John had more money However, I could keep a wimp here in a tube, a clone that we keep specifically for grafting new skin, new stomachs, new hearts, things like that, new muscles.
That's horrifying.
Oh, they're not sentient at all. It's totally...
Oh, no, we've seen those. We know those guys. We've seen those before. Remember the elevator?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah, that was a...
Also, yeah, I did have enough money to have one of these at one point, but then I got fired from the BBC, and you smashed it, as I recall.
Not just smashed it, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can get Box Jelly Roll Man to get pieces off of, but what about, like, cool stuff? What about, like, cool stuff? Science.
I've got all kinds of contacts. I can get you some stuff. I can even sell some organs. I got connections with Taminus. If you got some fresh organs, maybe you're willing to part with some of your kidneys and things.
None of his organs are worth anything.
What if we bring you organs?
Gable.
What?
I text Saoirse that I'm going to be staying with her, and also all of these people are going to be staying with her. And then I also text winky face, and then kissy face.
You get a text back. At least bring some soy milk.
Copy. Somebody needs to remember to bring soy milk. Milligram, I'm going to set that on you.
You're making... Oh, okay.
No, you got to give the guy responsibility if you want him to grow.
It's like a dog with a backpack. Like, you have to give him some responsibility, otherwise...
He's not... No, you're
He
right.
starts, like, rumbling around the shop, or the trauma center here, whatever this place is. He's, like, throwing things over his shoulder. He's looking for something.
Can you please keep it clean? You go to all these other street doctors, everything's a mess. They got bloodstains on there. It's so unsanitary.
You have soy milk.
Soy milk? No. Not here.
No. But don't worry, we'll pick some up. Just keep that in your brain hole right there. Just remember that we're going to get some soy milk.
So we're going to walk somewhere that sells milk by a cemetery?
Oh, no, we're going to order it on Amazon and then just ship it to our house.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
John, what happened to that one? He says, gesturing at Milligram.
Oh, I don't know. He just showed up like that. I assume blunt trauma, brain damage of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Wait, can you fix that? I'm asking out of general curiosity.
Well, depending, I can take a little bit of his brain and grow him a new frontal cortex or rear lobe or, whatever parts need to be repaired.
Or like a neural graft.
And how much, again, out of general curiosity, would that cost?
Well, he says, looking at Gable, specifically your back with the exposed wires, I could probably turn around and sell those skill wires for about the same cost.
Wait, I was gonna get these fixed. I spend a lot of things on these, so I don't have to learn things in real life.
Gable, if I may, I'm pretty sure in the last...
I think they're kind of fucked, but...
In the last 2 months, the only thing you've ever done is insert and reinsert the chips to gross me out.
Why would I give that up?
You can keep the port. He can keep the port.
Wait, gross you out? Show me.
Well, this guy's, he's just got a weak stomach, but yeah, sure. Let me take out the...
Oh, God.
Let me take out the...
Oh, God.
Oh, it's kind of wedged in there. Hold on. Oh, God. That was really painful. Oh, God. Okay, let me slip in the Spanish chip.
Oh,
Nope. It's just, man, this thing has just kind of gotten, I think getting scraped on pavement by a semi-truck kind of fucked it up just a little.
He does this... He does this every time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's usually like that was a 10. It's usually like a 6.
I don't think they were really properly installed in the first place.
I wouldn't say so either. I've never seen skill chips do that to someone.
Oh, great.
That's not normal?
Hey, they were cheap.
You have no idea how happy that makes me.
So you want
This
to
is
take
deeply fascinating.
You want to take
I'd love to be able to study this and see how they actually grafted this into your nerves.
Well, what are we talking, like an evening or what?
Yes, an evening.
You want to rip out the wires in my body to give Millie his brain back?
Yeah, I could turn around and sell these wires on the black market.
Maybe we should ask Millie if that's what he wants.
Yeah, Milligram, do you mind if we talk? Do you have like I'll just go in the corner.
Here, I have a freezer.
I'll just go in the corner real quick.
Are you sure? It's very comfortable.
I understand. I'm sure. Nope, I'm good. Milligram, do you mind? Do you want to?
Milligram follows you to the corner.
Okay. And Sasha, he doesn't lean down and whisper. He motions for you to bring your head.
Yeah, Millie leans in.
Okay. So I don't actually know if you remember the thing or if you know how you are right now or what happened. But if we can fix it, I'll do whatever I can to fix it. Do you want to fix it?
Millie kisses you on the forehead and then says, "When do we get soy milk?"
Oh, shit.
Crit Squad is Lindsay Zanna, Eric Snyder, Jeff Cheney, Chris Henry, and John DeFries. And I'm Austin Rusk, your game master. You can also find more episodes and other podcasts at shortwaverad.io/Crit Squad. If you like this show and want us to love you forever, then tell your friends. Leave us a review on iTunes. Send us some cred sticks filled with some sweet, sweet new yen. You know, whatever floats your futuristic magical boat. We all need a little bit more karma, chummer. See you next time.
Millie picks up Potato Face and brings him in the limousine.
Thank you.
You got your runner name.
Son of a bitch.
Old hacky Potato Face.
Hey, Baldy stuck.
That is true.
I mean, that's because there's no other option for me, and it's better than Potato Face.
Yeah, and that'll lead to all kinds of nicknames. You got French Fry, Hash Brown.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I could eat.
You're all terrible.
So
it's terrifying.
So Sasha just does one of these with his scotch.
Good scotch drink.
Please leave that in.
Shortwave Radio. Enjoy yourself.